Hi, this is David Dusek for Golfweek. Last week in Congressional Country Club outside Washington, D.C., 28 Titleist staff players arrived to compete in the Quicken Loans Nationals, and 18 of them put a new driver into play as Titleist began the seeding process for the new 917 family of drivers. Bill Haas, Charlie Hoffman, and Justin Thomas were among the 9 players who put in a 917 D2. Webb Simpson was among the 9 players who put in a 917 D3 into play. Titleist reps were pretty mum with regard to specific details about the 917 drivers, but there are a couple things that I observed. Number one, it has a sure-fit adjustable hosel system, and we've seen that before in recent Titleist drivers. Number two, it has something called sure-fit CG, and CG must mean center of gravity, because this mechanism on the sole of the club houses an adjustable weight. And I saw different weights, different numbers of weights at Congressional Country Club, and players working with Titleist reps trying to get the center of gravity position just right to give them performance that they're looking at. And it appears that there's a heavy end and a lighter end in these weights because some of these weights were labeled on one end of them draw. So it must mean that if you put the weight in a certain end, you're going to be tipping the center of gravity more towards the heel of the toe to give you slightly different performance. Now that the US Open is in our rearview mirror, we're starting a long, hard stretch for a lot of the game's elite players. Many of them in 2 weeks are going to be competing at the British Open at Royal Troon. They then have the Canadian Open, and the following right after that is the PGA Championship at Baltusrol. Then we've got the Olympics in Rio, and we immediately then go right into the FedEx Cup playoffs. And again, for many of the top American and European players, it's a Ryder Cup year, and they'll be at Hazeltine. So it'll be really interesting to see over the course of the rest of the summer and the early fall, which of those players are going to be willing to make an equipment change, whether it's as simple as one driver, potentially a new set of irons. As companies are bringing more and more products out onto the PGA Tour, by having the Olympics in the schedule and having so many big tournaments compressed into such a small amount of time, it'll be fascinating to see who is going to be willing to make a change this season. I'm David Dusek for Golfweek.